Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start my coverage of Starcrawlers. It's by Juggernaut Games and released on May 23rd, 2017. Now, I didn't get this game right away as soon as it came out. I got it a little bit down the road, and it's looked pretty cool. It looks kind of like a mix between like Legend of Grimrock / Might and Magic game. So you take that kind of gameplay with the grid movement, I'm assuming, the grid movement and the turn-based battles, and you put it more in a setting along the lines of Shadowrun, and I think that's what Starcrawlers is. I could be wrong, but that's the impressions I've got from the game, just looking at screenshots and little videos and stuff. I'm looking forward to giving it a shot and trying it out here for the very first time with all of you. I think I got all my settings and everything done correctly, and we're going to hop in and start a new game. So let's begin. Look at that, under a minute. Well, it's probably going to be over a minute with my intro, but about a minute for the intro. That's not bad. It's not too bad. Luna here. Here we are, boss. Terminus 9, hub for the sector. Maybe it's nicer inside than it looks from out here. Well, I guess we'll find out together. Let's dock. Now, word is the bartender runs the wire here. He's the one you should talk to about getting some jobs. Plenty of creds to be made if we get on his good side. Well, I guess it's time for a drink then. Alright, now it looks like we get to create our character. Now, I know this is going to be a team-based game, but I think we only start with one character from what I'm to understand. So, that being said, I'll run down a few things. We'll read what each of these guys can do. I'll probably play a cyber ninja. I don't know. That's just what I'm leaning toward. I did look through some of the different classes and such, so I'm going to probably go with Cyber Ninja, but we'll read through all of them. They all do seem pretty cool, and again, we're going to have an entire party at some point, which will allow us to have multiple different classes and stuff. So don't freak out if you're hoping to see something else. Alright, so before we do anything, I want to tell you guys, Iron Mode, I love playing the game like it's an Iron Mode when I do coverage of whatever game that has an Iron Mode game mode. It's lots of modes. Anyway, any game that has Iron Man mode, I'll play the game like Iron Man. However, I don't select it, and I just do the saves because there's always a possibility I'll have an audio glitch, or there'll be a corrupted file, or the video won't save right. Whatever the case is, there's something that can happen and we lose footage. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to, oh, I have a problem. This video doesn't have audio, or my mic cut out, or the video isn't working. I'll just reload from the start of that episode and redo the whole thing, versus you guys just missing out on stuff. It's safer for you for me to do the Let's Play without using Iron Man mode. Also, sometimes the Iron Man mode, or Iron mode as it were, it can cause glitches and crash. I remember originally Xenonauts. It was a very long time before their Iron Man mode did not bug out and crash. A lot of people lost their playthroughs because it just started to glitch. So, anyway, that's the story. We're not going to do Iron Mode. We'll play like it is, but we'll actually make our individual saves between each episode. That's all. That's it. Alright, so, the Cyber Ninja. When you need a target taken down with brutal efficiency, you need a Cyber Ninja. Hailing from their home ship, the Yokai, they occasionally join crawler crews while pursuing their own mysterious agendas. Then we have the engineer. The engineer is handy with a pneumato wrench and can rig just about anything with an infusion of gigawatts from their mech suit. Experts at support using their constructs and mechanical skills. The Force Psyker from their monastery home ship Geduld. Force Psykers quest to hone their powers and collect tithes. Initiates often fall in with crawlers where their abilities to shape raw psychic energy makes them valuable allies. We have a hacker, master nanite manipulators. Hackers are in demand with crawlers looking to bypass security systems. Ill-suited for solo combat, hackers provide support with beneficial optimizations and crippling malware. The smuggler, shady individuals with reputations for getting a job done, even if they're the only survivors. Smooth operators both in and out of combat, they're not afraid to test their luck on a risky move. Then we have the soldiers. The soldiers are all about blowing things up, explosions and detonations. Capable of both dishing out damage and absorbing incoming fire as an effective meat shield. And finally, the Void Psyker. Void Psykers channel powerful and destructive psionics to obliterate their enemies. Tapping into these powers does come with a few side effects, making them an unstable ally. And real quick, we'll go from top down, just to see what the different weapon skills and armor skills are. So for the Cyber Ninja, we have melee weapons, pistols, and rifles. Armor skills are light and tactical, and shield skills are light, tactical, and heavy. The Engineer, weapon skills are light, melee weapons, heavy melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, rifles, and shotguns. Light and tactical for the armor and shields, and also heavy shields. Looks like all of them have heavy shields. Yeah, every single one has light, tactical, and heavy shields. The Force Psyker has light melee weapons, heavy melee weapons, rifles, shotguns, and heavy weapons, with light, tactical, and heavy shields, so kind of a tank. Then we have the Hacker with light melee weapons, paired melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, rifles, and shotguns, only can use light armor. The Smuggler has light melee weapons, paired melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, rifles, and shotguns, light and tactical. Light, tactical, and heavy for the Soldier with melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, shotguns, rifles, and heavy weapons. And finally, the Void Psyker with melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, and rifles, only able to use light armor. Alright, so we're going to be a Cyber Ninja. We are not going to be Rocky. We're going to not be Bimpy. I can't spell my own name today. It's fine. And we're going to go with Bumpy. And we're going to create our backstory now, which leads us to... Oh, I like that. Leads us to kind of getting to choose like how we came about, what our story is, and it gives us special benefits. Fringe culture, formal education, and street code. Alright, as an outlander born far from the yokai in the slums of Luna 2, you were raised on the stories and culture of your people. Unable to find implants to undergo ritual modification, you taught yourself and constructed your own. Nice. We have the clan Teo. Child of a ruling clan on the yokai, your upbringing was steeped in the martial, cybernetic, and spiritual arts of your people. Though you wanted for nothing, you always dreamed of something more. And finally, the clan Magita. Cursed with the stigma that the descendants of your clan are untouchable, your family struggled to raise you in the yokai tradition. Unable to afford quality implants, you settled for what you could steal. I think I like the idea of being the outlander. We were born far from the ship. Alright, from our adulthood, we could be a Chimera soldier, a Jaiyin biotech soldier, or a Galaxy Mart greeter. Though rare for your people to ally with the UFP, for you it was an opportunity to work your way close to the yokai. The time of the trial of ascendance was approaching, and Chimera was a stepping stone. Let's see. It has been a long time, it has long been said that the yokai blood runs through the veins of the Jin biotech elite. True or not, you saw an opportunity to draw closer to home, and you took it. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, and finally, the Galaxy Mart Greeter. Though somewhat misleading, the job title was appropriate. First, through the hatch when raiding a corp, you soon learned how your employer could afford to undercut the competition so ruthlessly. So we get rep from the individual different places, Chimera, Jaiyin, and Galaxy Mart. And then we have the choice of 5 accuracy, 3 damage, 5 crit, 5 dodge, 2 crit, 2 damage. I think I'm going to go with the Chimera Soldier. I think that's going to be my play. It makes sense with the other backstory being born far away. That's our way to get close. Alright, then we have the choice of Ascendant, Failure, or Ronin. Returning to the yokai to face the trial of Ascendance, you were victorious, earning the right to wield your family's ancestral blade and become the master of your path. You sought your destiny in the Fringe. We get a rare weapon and 100 credits. Returning to the yokai to face the trial of Ascendance, you failed. Exiled until you have regained honor or achieved death. You seek redemption on the Fringe. We get a rare accessory. And finally, your experience amongst the stars led you to reject the trial of Ascendance and the yokai. Banished by your clan, you liberated the family heirlooms on your way out. You will serve whom you wish. Rare accessory plus 25 credits. So that's the difference between Ascendant, Failure, and Ronin. I'm going to go with the Ascendant. I feel like it's a redemption story. I like it. Alright, so we were an outlander born far away. We joined the Chimeran group to become a soldier to get closer to the yokai. We finally made it to the trial of Ascendance on the yokai, and we succeeded. It's a redemption story. I like it. Let's do it. I've accepted. We're beginning, and welcome to Styx. We have unspent ability points. Alright, it looks like we can be a combination, an assassin, or a deception. Cyber Ninja. I imagine getting all the skills is probably not going to be the best play. And I really should take the time to kind of read about this a bit more. But I think I may start just getting one in each. That might not be the right play, though. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with the deception. Maybe not. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Requires a non-heavy weapon. Requires melee weapon and requires melee weapon. So we can't use a heavy weapon if we go the vanish route or the deception route. The combination, it's all about dealing combo attacks. Ambush, flip kick, cyclone kick, purging blow. Looks like we just frontline ninja fight them straight up. Here we have assassination. We build up combo points with regular attacks, then we unleash them to do extra damage with the assassination, which is the same kind of thing as a combo strike. We can expose weakness, and depending on what we have, it's a tough one. You know what? Maybe I will go this, and I won't use the heavy weapon. Maybe I'll go with the paired melee weapons. I kind of want to go all three, but at the same time, I don't. What is the rank 2? Vanish adds 2 combo points and boosts damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all in on the deception. We're just gonna give it a shot, guys and gals. I don't know if min-maxing is the best thing, like staying on one tree and just going all the way through, or if splitting up some of the damage is going to be better. If I am going to split it, I'll probably do deception and assassination. I don't know. This could be a complete and total mistake. I have no idea, folks, but let's continue on. Alright, it looks like we need to go to Doc Sam's station. We can view a terminal, or wire terminal. Let's go here. A haggard-looking bartender is working the bar. His mech arm continues to wipe down the pitted counter as he sizes you up. Evening! Haven't seen you here before, so welcome to Station Terminus IX, or 9, Jewel of the Sector. Locals call her Styx for short. What's your poison? How we go with our street knowledge? This environment is familiar to me. The squalor equates to work, is it not so? I'm looking for work. Heard you're the person to talk to. Terminus 9. What happened to the other 8? Street. He grins. Paid you for my kind of folk when you slunk in. You used to having friends in low places, yeah? You'll be right at home on Styx. Taking a long drag from his cigar. Doc stares at you evenly. I'm not hiring janitors at the moment. Just funning you. It's not every cycle I get a new crawler. He leans forward on the creaking bar. Trouble is, my wire terminal is on the fritz. I can't get any work until it's fixed. Can't get you any work until it's fixed. Maybe you could do me a favor and grab some spare parts from the basement? Sure, I can do that. What's the wire? Wait, is this some kind of tutorial? Are you tutorialing me? Well, yes, now that you mention it, but I do need the parts. Actually, hold up and listen, punk. He crosses his arms and regards you evenly. Lesson 1 of crawling. Don't be too quick to turn down a paying job. It's not all high stakes and heists. Sometimes you gotta make do with what's on offer, and even if it's pilfering a shipload of stuffed space monkey bears. I want a stuffed space monkey bear. Sign me up now. Fair enough, I'll do it. He waves you off and turns to deal with the surly customer, calling to you over his shoulder as he goes. Thanks much, and I'll stick it to the job board. Check it out and then head on down to the basement whenever. Just watch out for Sudsy. Sudsy? Had to toss that guy out. Tab as long as my arm. Put the job on the board for you so you can see how that works. Alright, we're going to check it out before you learn to crawl. Alright, let's do it. Doc Sam wants you to head down to the Styx basement and look for a replacement part to fix his wire terminal. Once the wire is active, he may be able to find you some paying work. I like it. Alright, we're a cyber ninja. We're launching ourselves in. We're ready to go. Alright, so it took about, 14 and a half minutes, almost 15 minutes just to get to the point where we're going to do some gameplay. But that's okay, guys and gals. It's something you can expect. You get the story, you get the atmosphere, the ambiance, you understand what's going on, and then you're able to get in there, especially if there's character creations or choices or any of that. Use the WASD keys to turn, or to move and turn, move and turn, and strafe with Q and E. I'm sorry, guys. Activate your flashlight with the F key. Alright. Oh yeah, look at the flashlight. Cool. Does the flashlight have a battery? I don't think so. Nice. Oh, this is so cool. Alright, so I mentioned that this is similar to Might and Magic, we'll say 10 Legacy. It's the one I played. It's also similar in many ways to the Legend of Grimrock. Like, you have the grid movement, right? Like, that's how you move. But this also has, like, full looking around, and it's implemented with the grid movement. That's really cool. No other game that I've played actually has that. This is also similar to, like, the Stranger of Sword City, Operation Babel, or Operation Abyss, New Tokyo Legacy. It's similar to all those games in some way. Well, this is really cool. I'm so happy to see that they implemented, like, full mouse looking with the grid movement. That's really neat. Alright, you can auction this item at the black market. Valuables can be found exploring. Search the secret caches. Okay. Oh, what have I done? What? Oh, cool. What? That had a symbol on it. Hey, I found a secret. It's got a small med kit. Yeah. Oh, I got the bonus. If you look on the left side of the screen under the mini-map, it shows before you learn to crawl, fetch the wire doodad, and locate a secret cache. And apparently I did that. It was just, there was a symbol on that. I went over and I clicked it, and yeah, cool. Many objects are interactive. Look at an object and click on it when the object is within range. The locked door. Somebody has securely locked this door. You'll need to find a manual override if you want to get it open. Try searching the room for an obvious switch. Oh, that's the one for that. Oh, that must be the switch right there. Obviously. As the door grinds open, a small hooded figure darts through and past you toward the exit door. It pauses and cautiously turns to study you. It appears to be a small child, probably a station urchin. Underneath the tatters of a filthy cloak, you see a glint of something shiny. Leave the urchin alone, order the urchin to hold still, call out that you mean no harm. Or we can use our street knowledge, carefully display a hand gesture indicating peace. Let's do that. The urchin cocks its head to the side and calmly returns the gesture. Kneeling quickly, it places a glittering object from the folds of its cloak onto the floor before vanishing into the shadows. Oh, there it is. Cool, we got a chromium music box, another thing we can sell on the black market. Nice. Alright, I like this a lot. This is really cool. I love the free look. Oh, tied with the grid movement. So good. That do something? No? Beams of deadly laser energy are projected in front of you, barring your path. Traps won't usually block movement, but touching them stings a little. Look for a way to disable these beams. Alright, let's move forward. It's so close. Can we do anything with this panel here? No? Well, this door is locked. Each class has abilities that will aid the team both in combat and in exploring. When you gain a level, you will also gain one ability point. Assign ability points in the character menu. Abilities. Well, I've already done that. The door isn't locked, but stubbornly refuses to open. Using your unique talents, you should be able to convince it to open. If you haven't already, open the character menu to assign ability points. We can use Deception, because that's what we are. Drive your plasma blade into the heart of the door. Hey, it worked. Sweet. Suspicious panel. Panels like this one provide access to local security systems. If you can hack the interface, you can disarm the nearby security. Manually hack it, you fumble with the interface, but are surprised to find that it isn't very complex. The security has been disabled. Gratifying, I say. Cool, I guess. I'm amazing. I wonder why those things change color. Oh! Hello. Surprise! Freaked me out a little bit, not gonna lie. You've entered combat mode with the enemy. The turn order of combat is shown in the timeline above. The active character is in the top left. On your turn, click and hold on a target to see the ability wheel release over an ability to activate it. Cool. Abilities have different time unit costs to activate. Makes sense. Fast abilities use fewer. Slower abilities cost more but hit harder. The time unit arrow shows where you will move in the timeline if the ability is used. Okay. Alright, so if we just straight attack, we're going to do 31 damage and use 150 time units. Now, we can also vanish, which only uses 75. You gain stealth for 1 turn to boost damage of your next attack and add 3 combo points to this target. Okay, and the combo points are right there. That's pretty sweet. And now we just get to attack? 61, that's ridiculous, yes. Just wreck that fool, he did nothing. Boom, baby! What? Get wrecked, Sudsy. Wow, this flashlight helps a lot. Like, it really makes a difference. Is there any other secret hidden panels with symbols on them? Alright, let's secure the crate. You found the module and some loot. Right-click items in the loot screen, or click the Take All to grab the loot. To equip gear you find, use the character menu and then loadout. Looks like we got ourselves a shoddy blade. Now, I don't know what we're using right now. We'll take this and we'll take a peek. Is there any other equipment? I don't think so. Alright, I'm going to hit I to open that up, and I'm going to go to loadout here. And we're using our pure ancestral blade with 30 nanite damage, 90% accuracy. I think they compare? They do. Alright, so definitely don't want to swap it because we lose damage, 16 versus 30. We also lose the nanite damage. We use the shield piercing ability, 5 accuracy, but we do gain, it's lower time units to use. We gain 5% dodge and 3% to critically hit. No, I'm not going to be swapping that. Alright, I think we're done. We just get to leave at this point. Feel pretty good about that. Are we sure? Yep. Let's do it. The mission is complete. Bumpy is a superhero. Alright, 40 experience. Doc Sam can now fix his wire connection and find you jobs. You should head back to the saloon to deliver it. Locate a secret cache. Cool, we got the bonus too. Very nice. We're on our way to the next level. As you stroll through the station, a cloaked figure sidles up next to you. Or up to you. Ah, new adventurers on our humble station, yes. I can always spot a potential business partner from a parsec away. Who are you? Where are my manners? Drawl at your service, proprietor of the black market and purveyor of hot goods and even hotter gossip. Actually, you do look familiar. Have we met before? We've met before, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, perhaps. I do try and forget every face that enters my humble store. Helps with plausible deniability, you see. But I digress. We will be business partners, I am sure of this. Move along, Xian Hiai. I know your game. Ah, fellow lowlife, yes. I knew I liked you. I was going to offer you a sample to secure your interest, but since you are aware of my moves, so to speak, take several so you may see that I am sincere. He hands you a fistful of small glowing cubes from his satchel. I'll not lie to you or waste your time out of respect for our mutual admiration, yes? Have a listen to this. I'm listening. Indeed, here. He hands you a small glowing cube from the folds of his robe. This is an Eon cube. Or an Aeon cube? Eon. Bring me any that you find, and I'll trade you for them. Keep that as an example of my good favor, and what to look for when you're crawling. What is it? A mere bauble, really. A marketing trinket from our Amazon, that was produced en masse before the company went bankrupt. You'll notice a unique serial etched into each casing. Quite the collectible for the idle rich, but otherwise worthless. Well, then why are you collecting them? A client has contracted me to acquire as many as possible for a private collection. They are trading rare gear in exchange, and I, most humbly, am broker for the transaction. Before you ask, no, you cannot meet the client or deliver the cubes yourself. My client values privacy. I value my cut. Alright, what are you trading for them? Ah, an excellent question. My client has access to some incredibly rare and exotic gear, weapons, and such. You would never find out here on the Rim. drop by my shop and see what's on offer. Alright, I'll keep my eye out for him. Excellent, I am most pleased by your business acumen, and I'm sure you'll be most pleased by the sweet, sweet swag I am offering in exchange. Bye now. Troll turns sharply on his heel and slinks back to the black market. Well, that was weird and interesting and pretty darn cool. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to break off the first episode here as is normal. 25 minutes is roughly the goal, the dream, right? So, if you guys enjoyed this, definitely go ahead and leave a thumbs up, leave a like. Let me know what you thought of the game so far. Go ahead and leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. Do you like the setting? Do you like the gameplay? Are you kind of blown away by the grid movement with the mouse looking? I think that's awesome. I don't know if anybody else is going to be crazy about that, but I think it's really, 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 really cool. In addition, if you guys want more information about the game, information on where to get the game, information about the developer, any of that stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video and various links. And, again, subscribe to the channel, guys. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. There's always something new, something exciting coming, and some of your favorites. Just do it. Do it. Till the very next episode, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.